Thanks for joining us today on Beads, Baubles, and Jewels. I'm Katie Hacker, your host, and we all have those special beads, treasures, or one-of-a-kind art pieces that we want to showcase. Today, we're looking at ways to frame these special items to give them the attention they deserve. There are a few tips for working with bead frames that I want to share with you. So if you think about bead frames, all they are is a bead with a hole in the center. So that gives you a way to highlight something inside and also create some special accents in your designs. So a piece like this is very decorative, and you can use it to really ramp up the style factor with your necklace. And you can use beading wire, you can use head pins, you can use eye pins. Any type of stringing material works well for bead frames, and you can imagine what this would look like in the center of a necklace or as part of a repeating pattern. Now there are also bead frames with channels in the surface. This is a channel finding that I already put the head pin through just so that you can see there are tiny holes on each end. And you can fill this with beads, or you could put a bead in the middle. You can also use it for things like resin and other types of materials that fit inside this part of the frame. Now this is another example of using a bead frame, but not from end to end. So this one I just used one hole at the top to create a drop. And this could be a great pendant or a gigantic earring dangle. This one, same idea. You run the head pin from end to the top and from inside to the bottom and make your loops. So this makes a really good connector too. So there are lots of ways you can use bead frames. If you take a look at this necklace, you'll see an example of the channel findings. So they have beads in the center as well as within the channels on the surface. So that's a special type of bead frame. Then on the brown and blue necklace, I created some drama there in the center focal section by putting a frame around the larger wooden beads. And that really serves to ramp it up with the metallic beads, because if you put metal spacers in, you're always going to add some more drama to your design. Now on the earrings, if you take a look at the white shell earrings, those are used in pretty similar manner, but one has the head pin running all the way through and one is just there in the center. And then on the blue and red earrings, again, I'm using those wonderful shell bead frames because I just can't get enough of them. And mixed together with the glass beads, I think they just have a luminous quality that works beautifully. We have a clustered technique here on the red earrings. So the head pin is running up through one end of the frame and you're using the negative space. But on the blue earrings, you take advantage of that center frame to highlight I believe those are sodalite, semi-precious stones in the center there. So, and that's of course a great look with denim.